Hi, this is Hannah reporting for Nerd Caliber at Ohayocon 2014, and your name is?
Andy Baker.
And?
Lacey Barker.
And who are you guys dressing up as today?
I'm Sherlock from the BBC series Sherlock.
And I'm John Watson from BBC Sherlock.
So what made you guys want to dress up as these characters? Like, why choose these specific characters?
It really started with, she was the one that introduced me to the show. So
Good job.
Yeah, she basically, she showed me the show, I really enjoyed it, and then basically I had the height and figure for Sherlock, so we went out and just went to Goodwill and everything, and we found cosplay items and went from there.
So instead of like making him, you guys just went to Goodwill to kind of find the bits and pieces, or?
Well, partially. This coat is actually made by her. She made the whole coat.
No way! It's beautiful! I couldn't even tell. It looks great. It looks like a legit coat that you would buy from like anywhere. So, why did you want to do Watson?
Well, it started off with making him into Sherlock because as soon as I saw the show, I'm like, I'm going to dress Andy up as Sherlock. And
without him knowing, or did he know this?
He knew it. I nagged him about it, and before he watched the show, he didn't seem very enthusiastic about it. But then he watched the show and ended up liking it as much as I did, so then he agreed to it.
So it took a little bit of convincing to get you into it, or?
Well, when you start off with your girlfriend basically saying, I want you to do this character. You have no idea who it is, but you're going to do it whether you like it or not. It's a little hard to just
a little off-putting.
Yes, but she showed me the show and it was fantastic. So
I'm glad you like it. It's like one of my favorites. So I'm glad that I can share it with other people who just love that show. So what did you do to design or kind of figure out what you were going to cosplay like for?
How I figured out my Watson outfit. Essentially went to Goodwill, looked up various pictures of Watson's outfits and tried to get as close as possible. Like, I see he wears red plaid button-ups a lot, so found a red plaid button-up. And
a lot of sweaters.
The oatmeal-colored jumpers. This actually was like an XL, and so I sewed the seams in to actually fit me.
Nice.
And this jacket's actually his. I stole it.
Oh, okay. So that wasn't an extra thing you had to buy. You just kind of like pick and grab. So it's a little bit easier when you're playing like TV characters who, like, instead of playing like a monster, we had to like paint your skin or anything.
Yeah, for sure.
Are you glad that you picked like human people?
Yeah, because the last cosplay I did before this was Sergeant Calhoun from Wreck-It Ralph, and so it was all sorts of mecha armor and weaponry, and I'm like, I want to do something easy. Let's do Sherlock and John.
I mean, that's a fun one to do, I imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, how did you make all the padding in the armor?
Craft foam. Lots and lots of craft foam and glue and paint.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what makes you guys want to cosplay? Or do you cosplay more than she does? Or do you guys do couples cosplays?
We do a lot of couples cosplay, but I was doing a lot of cosplaying even before we started dating. And I'm actually studying costume design, so this is like an actual, like, really great outlet for me for practice and also just to sort of get my skills out there and get feedback because people at cons are very open to telling you how much they like it, but it's also an easy way to get constructive criticism too because you can go up to really talented cosplayers who have like these fantastic costumes.
Really elaborate,
large, and just ask them how did you do it?
Yeah.
And you can learn a lot from other people.
So it's kind of a good learning experience for you. And is it just like a fun thing for you to do?
Yeah, like whenever I met her, we started dating 4 years ago, and I was starting to like learn what anime was in general, and so she kept like pushing me through like having me watch anime, which I enjoyed pretty much all of it. And so through that, like my first cosplay that I did was Greed from Full Metal Alchemist, which she helped me out on. She's basically just been helping me do all this stuff since I would say I have no artistic abilities, but I do a lot of music. But she's the one that knows all the stuff about costumes, so she just.
So it's really helpful to have someone around.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for letting me interview you. I hope I see you guys around the con. This is Nerd Caliber, signing out.